Yes, he's here, and it is real. All right, give me 1 second, too. All right, we're ready to go. I'm getting this open. All right, we're ready. Hey, everyone, top of the morning to you. Did I already do that?
Probably.
Okay, I don't know a lot of YouTubers. I also don't think I've ever watched a video from Jacksepticeye. I think I just know he does that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Hey everyone, so welcome to Animal Genius World. This is a podcast by animals for animals. I am your host Nirav, and I'm joined by my co-host Andy.
Yay!
And each week on the show, we pick a different animal to talk about, and we walk the fine tote bag between scientific and casual. This week, we are speaking about the noble red panda. Yeah. Did you do drugs?
No, I'm just in a good mood.
Okay.
Did you do drugs? I cleaned my whole house today. That's
that
the
actually, yeah. No, I understand that. I have definitely gotten a drugs feeling from doing that before.
Woo, woo, woo! All right, are you ready? I have a great introduction for the red panda.
Okay, well, we gotta do our animal encounters first.
Oh right, shoot, yes, go.
Okay, let's see. So if we'd done 2 weeks ago, well, we didn't have an episode. So, me and my family went to the zoo 2 weeks ago, and I did get to see a real red panda in real life, which was cool.
Wow.
Probably my favorite.
Wait, which zoo did you go to?
In the Greenville Zoo. I was back home
nice.
there. Yeah, it's a pretty good zoo. One of the cooler things they had was a giant anteater, which was I don't think I can describe how big it was. It was 9 or 10 feet long and 4 feet high.
I just saw a thing that it was animals that people think are super tame, but they can fuck you up.
Dude, I would not mess with that thing.
Giant anteater, yeah.
Are you kidding?
It was people who are zookeepers for giant anteaters. They're you have to be careful because they have freaking claws on them, dude, and they will use it.
Oh yeah, no, they have their claws are each claw is as big as my head.
Well, maybe we should do them at some point.
All right, next time. Anyway, I saw that and I liked. I noted how cool it was, and then but when they're babies, they're so small. How's that?
Small, just like us, I guess.
That's true. Hold on, I'm sending you an image here of a baby giant anteater. Very
good. Oh my god, it's so naked.
It's very good, actually.
Oh my god, please look it up.
Yeah,
it's
I think
so
I might have
weird.
seen this. I think I might have seen one of these in Starfield, actually.
Yeah, they look it looks like a bad animatronic space animal. That's what it looks like.
All right. Well, what animals did you encounter this week?
Well, my big animal encounter, which is one of the reasons why I'm cleaning my entire house, is that our house has a fruit fly problem right now.
Oh, that is a big animal encounter.
And it's literally driving me insane. So I did all the dishes, scrubbed out the sink, took all my trash outside, took all my trash cans, sprayed them down with anti-insect stuff. They're sitting outside, and then I'm gonna wipe them down, and then I poured Drano down every sink and tub, and then after that sat for a while, I poured boiling hot water down every single sink and tub. And I put all of our recycling outside and opened up all the windows and doors, and I'm just purge.
Yeah, and now we wait.
And now I just hope that they all freaking die, because oh my god, they're so...
Did you
it
set
makes
up the
me feel
traps?
so disgusting. Yeah, we have traps. I think the issue was they were getting into the trash, and I've noticed in my room they must have gotten into my bunny's litter. So now I'm gonna have to start taking that out every day, which is such a waste of litter. But
yeah,
it's better than having 5 million freaking fruit flies.
I just had an idea for flute flies.
Flute fly. If they were flute flies, at least they would make cute little
sort of like a humming musical sound. That'd be
actually
nice.
No, that might actually be worse. But yeah, so that's my animal encounter, and I hope that I do not encounter them soon.
Nice. I'm having another animal encounter right now, which is that Ellie is trying to take my microphone away from me.
She's a cat. That's what they do. She wants you to pay attention to her. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm paying attention to her now. All right. So you told me that you had a good introduction for red pandas.
Yes. So this is an article from September 12th. So it just happened. And it's from journal.com.
My favorite website.
And it's called Wild and Wonderful: The Red Panda's Untold Story. But I just really enjoy this first paragraph, so I wanted to
All right.
read it. Okay. Picture this: a creature, small yet striking, wrapped in russet fur so vivid it could ignite the darkest of forests with its fiery charm. Its eyes, framed by a mask of darkness, hold a century-old mystery, as if they have witnessed the dance of shadows and light in these dense woodlands since time immemorable. But don't be deceived by its captivating appearance alone. The red panda boasts a myriad of extraordinary traits that place it in a league of its own in the animal kingdom. Traits that fascinate, intrigue, and compel us to embark on a journey into its captivating world. This article will unravel the enchanting tapestry of the red panda's existence. We will explore the hidden corners of its habitat, the challenges it confronts, and the remarkable efforts underway to protect this emblem of our planet's diverse and precious life.
Wow.
Isn't
The
it crazy?
the first half of that made me feel like I was like reading a novel I need to hide from my husband.
Right.
Like,
Like a smut novel.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, no, that's exciting. I'm glad they're excited about the red panda. I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they're cool guys. Let's go ahead and could you maybe describe to me the red panda?
Well, I think that was a pretty good description of it.
But I want you to tell me in your
Okay.
words, like as
Um,
if you were gonna write a novel.
okay. They're like a raccoon,
Mm-hmm.
but red instead of gray. And a little fluffier and a little bit more like a bear. Uh, yeah. I think that
Yes.
that describes it pretty well.
I think that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is an animal people have at least seen a picture of.
I feel
If
like
not,
they're a pretty popular like
yeah.
zoo attraction.
Yeah, if not in real life, I feel like people at least have seen this guy around on the internet. But yeah, red pandas are cool. I've not had the pleasure of hanging out with one personally,
Mm.
but maybe one day.
You
Um,
probably could if you paid like $600 to something ridiculous.
yeah, I did do. I feel like I did that for when I was younger. We went to Africa and we did that with the lions, like hang out with the lions for an hour.
That's fun.
So yeah, I have a lot of pictures of me like riding a lion.
Oh, that's probably not great, but
No, no, I don't. I didn't. I did not ride the lion, but I did get to play with it.
was it like the
Um,
babies?
yeah, they were. I don't think they were babies, but they were like 2 to 3 years old, so they were still like young, but they weren't. You know, they hadn't like fully grown up yet.
Right.
Yeah, the lions actually are. I mean, they're obviously people have seen The Lion King, but it is based on fact in that the lions usually will like stick with their parents like through and past adulthood and stuff like that. So
Mm.
their family units are quite strong. But
I thought you were
yeah,
gonna say it's true in the fact that lions exist.
yeah, if you've seen The Lion King was a documentary, not a lot of
Hmm.
people know that. But yeah, no, it was cool. I'll find those cool pictures. But yeah, I did not get to ride the lion. I think they don't like that, from what I understand.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that they didn't. So,
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to kick us off with an overview here?
yeah. So kind of other than like the description. So it's commonly known as the red panda. Its scientific name is Nirav.
Mm-hmm. Ilurus fulgens, I think.
Like
Ilurus fulgens. Yeah, fulgens.
Fulgens.
I
Fulgens.
think fulgens. Yeah, I think in Latin they use the hard G only. So I'll say fulgens.
Okay. Also known as the lesser panda, which I think is rude.
Rude, actually. Yeah.
Is a small mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It has dense reddish brown fur with a black belly and legs, white lined ears, a mostly white muzzle, and a ringed tail. Its head to body length is about 20 to 25 inches, with a 11 to 19-inch tail, and it weighs between 7 and 33 pounds. And it's well adapted to climbing due to flexible joints and curved semi-retractable claws.
Yeah, their claws are pretty distinct from what I understand.
Yeah, they have pretty big claws that helps them climb.
Yeah. I see Ellie's sort of using her claws to climb right now vertically.
Up the back of your chair.
Yeah.
How did I know?
Yeah. That cats have this innate need to be vertical, I think.
I love. Have you seen the videos of like the cat where they're like under the couch, but they're like upside down?
No,
So their
I've
feet are
not.
like
That's
their feet are on
hilarious
like
though.
the underside of the couch and they're
Yeah,
just
I
dragging themselves along.
That's extremely believable though. No, I've not
Yeah.
seen that.
It's very
Uh
good.
So where did red panda come from? Well, and actually, I'll start with this because I feel like a lot of people may be curious. The red panda is we could call it a cousin of the giant panda that you guys would know from basically just from China. The giant panda is the kind of thing you think of when you hear about a panda. So they are related. They're not like I don't know that the name. I'm going to say this.
I thought red pandas weren't pandas at all.
Right. They're related. I called them cousins. They're not like
Okay.
yeah. It's not closely related because the giant panda is a bear and the red panda is not a bear.
It's one of those things where they just used the word panda
Which is
for
crazy
two different
because
things.
like can you imagine looking at a panda and then looking at this and being like, well, that's obviously a small version of this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're gonna say this, but I saw like in my research that like the red panda was named first.
Ah, yes. Okay, you're correct.
So the other panda can fuck off.
So they just found a thing and were like, this is a lesser panda. I don't know what a
Mhm.
panda is, but I feel
Yeah.
like this is lesser.
But this one is not as good.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better one.
They were optimistic.
They're like, we haven't discovered that much of the world yet. There's
Yeah.
probably another one.
So the red panda was first formally described in 1825. The two currently recognized subspecies, which are the Himalayan and Chinese red panda, they genetically diverged about 250,000 years ago. So in the grand scheme of evolutionary trees, that is not that long ago. So the red pandas, and that's the diverging between the Chinese and the Himalayan versions. So red pandas have been around for a while. They're definitely not new. The evolutionary lineage actually stretches back to around 25 to 18 million years ago. So pretty far, not quite dinosaur levels, but about halfway there. So yeah, they've been around for a good minute. The other thing, like I was saying, is they are not like closely related to the giant panda, but they do both have false thumbs, which are used for grasping bamboo. So that is a trait they share.
Do they have 6 toes?
Yeah, where'd they get that extra toe?
Where'd they get that?
No one knows. It's still a mystery. Does it have teeth in there? No one. It's weird. Nobody knows. I was remembering I don't know, I was remembering this from a Cool Games Inc. episode of like we finally answered the question that has been plaguing scientists for years. Does bird have teeth in there?
Does bird have teeth? Kind of is the answer to that question.
Yeah, kind of. So the origin of the name panda is kind of uncertain, but it looks like it might have derived from the Nepali word ponya, which I saw and thought of ponyta as not the same.
Which we should say there is a Pokemon that looks like a red panda.
Wait, which Pokemon's a red panda?
Unless it's supposed to look like a Tanuki, which it's the one that it's like big and it has pink paws and
yeah, beware. Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It's called beware, yeah. It's not a good name, but hold on, I'm gonna just check the Bulbapedia and we'll see if it's actually I'm just gonna type in actually red panda Pokemon.
No, you're right. Beware.
Yeah, no, it is. Okay.
I think he's supposed to be a red panda.
Right, you're right. He is. So the younger, the unevolved version, Stuffle, is like much more clearly a red panda, and then Beware is like a big one that's standing on 2 legs.
Terrifying.
Yeah, but yeah, if you look at Stuffle, that Pokemon is definitely a red panda. Stuffle appears to be based on the red panda as well as the stuffed animal teddy bear. Yeah, I know.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
I love the Bulbapedia like name breakdowns. It's like Stuffle may be derived from stuffed animal and a combination of stuff and full. Yeah.
Well, he has a little tag on his butt.
Yeah, he's a
like
he's
a
little
stuffed
toy.
animal. Oh, that's so cute. I know nothing about like new Pokemon. I know this isn't like a very new one.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say this one's like I think maybe 10 years old now. So
I don't know past like Emerald. Really.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I know. I would say I know. I confidently could name I think like 3/4 of the Pokemon there are. I think. So.
Wow. Well, that's why I don't need to because I have friends like you that can do it for me.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually in a pretty awkward spot because if I'm like talking to people that like know every Pokemon, they're like looking down on me, but then everyone else thinks I'm a freak because I know that many.
Nah, you're just not hanging out with the right people.
You know the coolest thing I've ever done in my life, which is very sad to say, but it is true, is that I was at an anime convention earlier this year. This is already a bad start to my coolest thing I've ever done.
Wait, which one? Did you go to AWA?
No, this was MomoCon in Atlanta.
I like MomoCon though.
Yeah, I did. No, I'm just saying like I prefaced the story with like this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
So I was at an anime convention. So there was like this trivia thing where they split up the room in halves, and like each team was like 100 people, so it was not a good trivia format. But um,
Right.
anyway, they said they basically would like pick a category out of like a Jeopardy kind of thing, and then you would pick a representative from your team to come up, and then from each team, and they would have to be the one to answer the question for your team. So you like didn't help them, it was like they just went up. So there was one that was like, who's that Pokemon was a category, and it was just like Pokedex entries, and you had to name the Pokemon basically.
Right. Yeah.
And so we picked like our team like picked like the hardest one, like for
Of course you
500 or whatever. And so I was like, I just like stood up and was like, it's time. And like
did.
I went up to the front, and like they read the first like 5 words of the description, and I was like, Cacturn. And they were like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like the people on my team, like some of them like clapped, but some of them looked like really scared.
This man has too much
Yeah,
power.
like he knows too much about Pokemon. It's like a wandering like cactus creature in the desert. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking Cacturn. What are you talking about? Everyone knows that.
I mean,
Okay.
you should go on to a Pokemon like naming competition with my friend Aaron, because
Ooh.
he's like crazy into
I
Pokemon.
One of the conventions I went to years ago had a thing where somebody was doing like a Twitch stream thing, and like they were grabbing people who walked by, and like, hey, do you want to do some Pokemon trivia for my stream here? And like I did this, and I was like, yeah. He's like, you get $1 for each one you get right, and I was like, dope.
Hell yeah.
I could use $1.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I got 5 of them right in a row, and then they asked me to leave.
They're like, you too smart. Get out of
Yeah.
here. You
No,
freaking
really.
nerd. Jesus
Yeah, like
Christ.
actually though, they weren't hard questions. All right. So
Anyway, yeah.
we're talking about red pandas. So like we said, it probably comes from the Nepali word ponya, the word paya or panya, which means ball of the foot and claws.
Mhm.
So there's the Nepali words nigalia ponya, that's translated to bamboo-footed. So that might be where the red panda's Nepali name comes from, translating over here into English, as they do eat a lot of bamboo. But again, so we said this earlier, but it was simply called the panda originally for about 40 years. And then after the giant panda was sort of added to the worldwide lexicon of known animals, like obviously Chinese people knew about giant pandas, but
Right.
once the Europeans basically stumbled upon them, they were like, oh, well, this is a big version of that, so your name is now Lesser Panda.
You freaking
You freaking noobs.
pieces of crap.
Also, what's crazy, the first formal description by like when we're saying formal description about stuff, we're pretty much always talking about when did European colonists find it.
Right,
But
from like
like
a white Western
yeah, a
person.
white Western person. But like the first cataloging of the giant panda was in 1869. That's really late to me.
Yeah, and also real quick, 69, nice.
Nice. Did in ancient China were people like hanging out with the pandas? I think they were.
I honestly have no idea. I assume
Um,
they were probably like up in the wild being their own things and people didn't really interact with them.
I wonder if they were like status symbols or something too, because they seem like they could have been used for that.
We'll have to save that
Yeah,
for the
I'm
panda
interested.
one.
We'll definitely do one. We'll definitely do one on quote unquote real pandas.
Yeah, the
Um,
greater panda.
the greater panda. Um, so the red panda was described and named in 1825 by Frederick Cuvier, who gave it its current scientific name, which is, as we said, Ailurus fulgens. Cuvier's description was based on zoological specimens, including the skin, paws, jawbones, and teeth from the mountains north of India, which is Nepal, as well as an account by Alfred Duvassel. So the red panda, as we said, was described earlier as well by Thomas Hardwick in 1821, but he didn't publish his paper till 1827. So I guess he was like thinking about like, is this real? For like 6 years. So yeah, they as we said, there's the Himalayan red panda and the Chinese red panda. They're distinguished by the Himalayan species having kind of like a straighter body. They have lighter colored foreheads, and they have this is ochre-tipped hairs. I should have looked up what ochre meant. Do you know what that is? OCHRE?
I think it's just like dark, like blackish brown.
I think
But
it's like almost like a purplish black, if I'm thinking right. But they have ochre-tipped hairs on the lower back and the rump. The Chinese subspecies has a more curved forehead, and they have a sloping snout with a darker coat and less of a white face.
it
Less
is
contrast.
it is a natural clay, earthy pigment. So it's kind of clay colored.
Okay.
That reddish, brownish. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm curious about, and we'll I guess get to it later. But like what the in old times, like in India and Nepal, like what was the human relationship with the red panda back in those days?
Hmm.
Were we friends or foes?
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
I'll see if I can see and find anything while you
Okay.
are going.
Um, so yeah, the red panda is pretty difficult to observe in the wild. So most of the studies on its behavior have taken place from captive specimens. The red panda appears to be both nocturnal and crepuscular. Do you guys remember from the last episode what crepuscular means?
Uh, in the morning and no, is that in the
I
morning
mean,
and in the evening?
yeah, I was about to say, yeah,
Okay, I
that's
was
pretty
right.
much right. Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of wake up at dusk and dawn. They typically rest or sleep in trees or other elevated spaces. They stretch themselves out on the branch with their legs dangling when it's hot,
I
and when it's
freaking love that.
that's very cute. And when it's cold, they'll kind of curl up, much like a cat.
Yeah.
Um, they are. I think. Let me see. Let me look at Ellie. She is curled up right now. Yeah, I would say that I think red pandas are maybe close. I don't know if to say close, but I feel like they're behaviorally related to cats.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I think they said they're more like raccoons or like
yeah,
foxes or like cats, kind of more
yeah,
that.
that
Yeah,
makes sense. Why is my work phone getting a series of emails right now?
because you're supposed to be at work.
It is 6:30 p.m.
You're always supposed to be at work.
I work for the government.
You're always at work. They're always watching.
Anyone who has worked for the government can tell you that the government is not competent enough to surveil anybody. So no
Uh,
worries on that.
okay.
Um, the I wonder though, are they here with me in the home?
Probably.
Honestly, like I don't know. It's people. I don't think people talk as much about like the government watching them anymore because it's like Apple is watching you is kind of the more realistic and front-facing part of that now. Not like the government's not tapping your phones. Of course they are, but like I feel like I'm more worried about like Google knowing what I had for lunch, you know?
Oh yeah, Google like runs my life. It's bad.
Yeah. Well,
I have a Google phone and a
yeah, I have a Google phone and I've just received a message through my Google Fi systems. Hold on. I'm using my Google Fi phone plan. I'm opening my Google Messages app here. Let's see. What are you doing on November 4th? What am I doing on November 4th? Do I have
getting ready for
plans?
November 5th.
Nice. That was a good one.
Thanks.
Annie, check my schedule. What's on November 4th right now?
Um, let's see. It says you're gonna fly to New York and hang out with me.
Yeah, cancel my appointments, please.
Damn. Damn.
I should do that though. I was thinking about how far are you from New York City actually?
Like 5, 6 hours
Oh,
drive.
that's so far. Oh my
I know
God.
New York State is very fucking big. I live
I
in
know.
the middle of it.
Okay. I have some friends in New York City I was thinking about visiting too, so I mean, I could do that still. I just would probably it would I don't know. I might have to fly between those places, which would suck also.
There is a train, but it's not a fast train. It's just like an Amtrak, so it still takes like 6 hours.
Right. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
think about it.
Mhm.
Um okay, so yeah, the red panda is adapted for climbing and it descends to the ground head first with the hind feet holding it in the middle of the trunk. And will move quickly on the ground by trotting or bounding. I like that. I like the idea of a noble sort of head held high trotting red panda.
Yeah.
So the adult ones are generally solitary and territorial. They will mark their home range or territorial boundaries with urine, feces, and secretions from the anal and surrounding glands.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, just like us, for real.
Ugh.
Scent marking is usually done on the ground, and the males are usually marking often and for longer periods. In China's Wolong National Nature Reserve, the home range of a radio-collared female was 0.36 square miles, while that of a male was 0.43 square miles. So, kind of doing some manspreading over here.
Yeah.
So the red pandas are long day breeders, which I think might be the name of my new album, but they reproduce after the winter solstice as daylight grows longer. So mating takes place from January to March. Births are occurring from May to August. Reproduction is usually delayed by 6 months for captive pandas in the southern hemisphere. Okay. So I learned a new word, which is a hard vocab word. Ostrus.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one?
No. Sounds like
So
boisterous.
so it's a OESTROUS. Females can enter ostrus, which is a
Yeah. No, I do know that.
okay. Am I saying it wrong?
You are, but I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Sorry, I think it's ostrich. No, that's wrong. That sounds like ostrich.
It could be ostrich though. It does sound like ostrich. Anyway,
Anyway, yeah,
that's basically when the animals are like in heat, I guess you would say.
yeah.
They're ready to mate. So, yeah, as the reproductive season begins, the males and females will interact more. They'll start hanging out, eating the same strain of spaghetti, the usual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll so interestingly, during non-mating seasons, the males and females kind of like will keep to themselves. And then they'll kind of start to hang out more as mating season approaches. Like, ah, fuck, it's that time of year again. Better start waving my butt around.
Better start doing my thing.
Yeah. An ostrich female will spend more time marking, and the males will inspect her anogenital region. That's a fun word.
Mm.
Mm?
You could just say when she's in heat, because that's basically what it is.
That is essentially what it is. So the females will make tail flicks and position themselves in a lordosis pose, which I think might be yoga, with the front lowered to the ground and the spine curved.
Oh yeah, like a downward dog.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm picturing. So yeah, the we can skip the logistics of mating. I think people knows how it happens.
Yeah, go look it up if you.
Yeah, it's not like slugs where it's something that I need to explain to you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the gestation lasts about 131 days, so pretty short for mammals, I would say. But yeah, pretty good length there. So how long is it for dogs? The gestation period?
Oh God, I should know this. I want to say it's like
a few months at least, right?
It's like 6 months. Let me.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I literally am supposed to know this for my job, but
wow.
I mean, I don't have to, but it's part of the test for the thing that I want to. How long are dogs pregnant? Present.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs are pregnant for.
You said 4?
No, I'm saying like 4. It's estrus.
Estrus.
Estrus. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is yeah. Why can't you just give me a number? Why do we have to know about the thing?
What?
It won't just say like a thing. It just says like.
All right. Well, we'll continue on then.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm learning way more about dog gestation than I wanted to. Continue.
Yeah. Well, we're actually at time for our news break. Did you find something?
Yes. So, basically the big news thing that I found is that number 1, apparently Red Panda Day is September 16th.
What?
Yeah, right? Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, we did not know that. Jeez.
It's September 14th, the day that we're recording this. And so I was like, hell yeah, we're so good at this. So yeah, it's International Red Panda Day. It's every year, the 3rd Saturday in September will be dedicated to this species, to raise public awareness of red panda conservation. Numerous zoos and institutions will be participating in activities and events on and around this day. So keep an eye out for that if you live near somewhere where they would have, red pandas. And then, since that was such a small thing, I also found a thing that basically was just saying in India, they're finally beginning to regulate captive breeding of exotic animals. So which includes the red panda. So basically now there's just like regulations and you have to apply for a license in order to breed them and such like that, which helps with their conservation and make sure that they're not just being raised for, fur or anything like that. Because I'm not sure, do you have in your thing later, like why they're endangered?
I looked into some of that stuff earlier. Actually, let me pull it up again because it is kind of complicated.
Yeah, I mean, I have it kind of right in front of me if you want me to just say it.
Okay, yeah, no, jump into it.
Mm-hmm. So this was kind of while I was going into the cultural significance of the red pandas. It also talks that their claws were known for treating epilepsy. So like Chinese medicine, it's popular to use like things like crushed up and
Yeah,
then you consume it in some way.
the
So they
Chinese traditional medicine
yeah,
specifically, like they also
traditional
have
medicine. Thank you.
like real
Um,
doctors there.
no, I know. You're right.
Yeah.
Traditional medicine is what I meant when I said Chinese medicine. So they believe the red panda claws are used for treating epilepsy. Its skin can be used in rituals for treating sick people. In Western Nepal, its skin and fur is used in ritual dresses, and it believes that it protects people against evil spirits. People in, is it Bhutan? Bhutan?
What?
Is it Bhutan? It's
Oh yeah,
Bhutan.
Baton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
Baton.
thought. Okay. Consider red pandas to be reincarnations of Buddhist monks. Some tribal people in northeast India and the Yi people believe that it brings good luck to wear red panda tails or hats made of its fur. And more generally in China, the fur is used for local cultural ceremonies and sometimes in weddings, known as a good luck charm. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So as far as like the actually we'll get to that in a bit here. Let's we should jump back into their ecology and their diet stuff.
Mhm.
So the red panda, as we said, you can find them in Nepal, in the states of Sikkim, West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, like we said, Bhutan, Tibet, Myanmar. We're gonna say Myanmar and Burma, so not to upset our many Burmese listeners.
Yeah.
Um,
I usually just say Burma, but
yeah, it's there's also like I mean there is also like a contingent of people that are like it is Myanmar, so I'm like I don't know, like
Myanmar.
um
Isn't it Myanmar? Is it
yeah,
Myanmar?
Myanmar is how they would
I don't
say it.
even know because
Uh-oh.
I don't know. My stepmom works with English second language students, and most of her students are Burmese
Oh,
because
interesting.
my town is a like haven or
Weird. I
whatever.
wonder how that
They
happens.
they brought a bunch of refugees. Basically, a church decided to do
Just
it.
import.
Yeah, and help out. Spend a bunch of money on people.
Nice. Well, I mean that sounds good since I know that's not a great place to live at the
Oh yeah,
moment.
no. Most of them
Uh,
like remember like their first memories are like running away through
Jeez.
the jungle from like guns.
No
Good
thanks.
stuff. Anyway,
Red Panda.
they all
Uh,
like it to be called Burma, but continue.
what do you think that you could buy at the Red Panda Express?
Red Panda Express.
Yeah.
I think it's everything that you can get at Panda Express except for
Smaller.
it's smaller.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. Um, Red Panda, so they prefer microhabitats within 230 to 790 feet of water sources. So, like we said, they'll kind of carve out a little territory and then move around that territory. Fallen logs and tree stumps are important habitat features as they facilitate access to bamboo leaves. That,
Bamboo leaves.
that good stuff. Red pandas have been recorded to use steep slopes of more than 20 degrees and stumps exceeding diameters of 12 inches. They're observed in the I'm not going to say this name right, but Frumsingla National Park used foremost easterly and southerly slopes. So interestingly, they have like preferences in like the facing of the slopes and like
Hmm.
the steepness of them.
Interesting.
But yeah, they're from a very mountainous region, I guess. So they're used to sloped habitats. They're not looking for like flat land really.
Hmm.
So the red panda is largely herbivorous, and it feeds primarily on bamboo, as we said. It also does eat fruits, blossoms, acorns, eggs, birds, and small mammals. So they are omnivorous. Bamboo leaves are the most abundant food item year-round for them, and the only food they can access during winter. So in the Wolong National Nature Reserve, the leaves of the bamboo species Baccia fungiana, that's not Italian,
No.
fungiana. Ellie,
Pandiana.
she's like striking me like a cobra. Hold on.
You're not paying attention to her.
Yeah, I'm holding her now. Now you're paying attention, huh? The red panda will grab food with one of its front paws and will eat, usually sitting down or standing, which I think is cute.
Yeah.
When they're foraging for bamboo, they'll grab the plant by the stem and just like pull it down. And if you actually like, it's actually kind of funny. If you look up a video of them eating, it's pretty cute.
They've
Much
got
like
cute little tongues.
yeah, if you're looking up videos of animals eating, highly recommend turtles also.
Yeah, they're so funny. Turtles are so stupid.
They are.
I love
But
them.
that's why we love them, yeah.
Yeah.
So the red panda will, like we said, eat things like blossoms and berries and other leaves and things like that. But they actually are carnivores, technically. They have the gastrointestinal tract of a carnivore, so they can't actually properly digest bamboo. which is actually similar to pandas.
Nothing can properly digest bamboo. I
Right.
feel like. And yeah, I was like just looking at a thing where it's like, yeah, they're considered carnivores, even though like 98% of their diet is bamboo.
It's the same as giant pandas because if you're not aware, those guys also have a carnivore's internal digestive tract and they have a lot of trouble gaining nutrients out of bamboo, but it is all they will eat. It is very hard to feed a panda anything nutritious for it.
Like
Um,
these animals probably, I mean, I don't know. Do you think evolution, like, do you think these animals would have already died off if there wasn't for human intervention? I mean, I know that's not how quickly evolution works, but like,
red
I wonder.
pandas,
I
I don't
guess there's
know.
a lot of bamboo, or there
It's
was.
it's possible because I mean well, the thing is that like red pandas have been hunted like close to extinction by humans.
Right. But I meant like the fact that like they're trying to eat something that their body is literally not made to consume.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
wonder if like evolutionary pressure would have eventually just like kicked them off, you know?
maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. So they are threatened, like we said. They're threatened by a good old vocab word of ours, habitat fragmentation.
Woo!
Yeah. Yay.
Yippee!
Of course, with deforestation and the unlawful taking of, wood from forests and
hmm
disturbances by herders. Um, so I don't know what to say. So one of the things that's interesting about the threats to them is not just that their habitats are being destroyed, but like their food source, which is bamboo, is getting destroyed pretty frequently.
hmm
So humans will take down bamboo forests, and again, even though they should be eating something else, it's like all they know how to eat is bamboo.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so it is a little bit weird in that way, but um poaching is also a major threat. So in Nepal, 121 red panda skins were confiscated between 2008 and 2018. So those are just the ones that were confiscated. Obviously, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Um, there have been a lot of traps recorded for catching red pandas to skin them. In Myanmar, the red panda is threatened by hunting using guns and traps. So since roads to the border with China were built starting in the early 2000s, red panda skins and live animals have been traded and smuggled across that border. They're basically they're hunted for fur, especially from the tails, because they're very bushy, and they make hats out of it because they suck. Boo!
Mm-hmm. Boo,
Stop skinning, my friends. Um,
please.
a month-long survey. Jon Snow be like, um, a month-long survey of 65 shops in 9 Chinese counties in the spring of 2017 revealed only one in Yunnan offered hats made of red panda skins.
hmm
So that's pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
I think that they have actually cracked down. So Nepal, India, Bhutan, Myanmar, and China have all cracked down on red panda skin and fur sales and stuff like that. And there are protected areas for them in those countries.
hmm
Um, they are on the CITES appendix. Do you remember CITES?
It's like, isn't that an acronym?
Yeah, let me open it to see what the acronym is. All I know is it's the endangered species list, but Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species.
Nice.
So yeah, on the site's appendix, they are listed as endangered. They are on the
Mhm.
red list currently, which is that sounds like a bad list to be on.
Yeah. It's not a great list to be on.
You don't want to be on the global population is estimated at 10,000 individuals.
Ugh,
That's
that's
very
not
small.
very, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
not
know.
very many. I'm gonna make you feel better by sending you a picture of a cute panda with its tongue out.
Cool. Let me check that out. Yes.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. They're funny. They're funny guys. So there have been definitely conservation programs for them, like the anti-poaching unit and community-based monitoring have been established by Langtang National Park. But lots of places in Nepal and Bhutan have been really working hard to conserve these guys. They do have a good bit of them in captivity as well, as you can see from the Greenville Zoo in South Carolina.
Yeah, they had one at a zoo up here that I remember seeing them like since I was a kid. Like I remember when they first got them, and it was very exciting. And you would like go there in the middle of the day, and they usually like wouldn't even be out,
Right.
like you said, because normally they're just the morning and the night.
Yeah, they seem to be very popular in zoos, and honestly, they're one of these more endangered animals, so it's probably better to have some conservation going on that way.
hmm
Um, so cultural significance, which I was interested in, they have some presence in the like folklore of South Asia. There's a drawing of a red panda that exists on a 13th century Chinese scroll. What could it mean? That's all.
What
That's
could
it.
it mean? Yeah, I saw
Um,
that. I was like, that's also the area where I got information
right.
about. Yeah.
But also in the pursuit of traditional medicine, the red panda claws are used for treating epilepsy, and its skin is used, like we said, for treating sick people. So things like I don't know. Now people in central Bhutan do consider the red pandas to be reincarnations of Buddhist monks, which I think is fun.
Are you listening to anything that I'm saying? Because I read this whole paragraph
Yes.
already.
You read the whole paragraph? I thought you
Yes.
skipped. I was trying to skip through the bits that you did. I didn't realize you read the whole thing.
Yes.
Why?
Because
Did you
that was it.
did you read to the next paragraph and reference DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda?
I did not. No.
Okay. Oh my God. Rip. The red panda was recognized as the state animal of Sikhism in the early 1990s. Sikkim, not Sikhism. I was like, why do Sikhs have a state animal?
I
That's
thought
not
it said
right.
Skyrim when I first saw it, if I'm going to be
The red
honest.
panda was recognized as the state animal of Skyrim in the early
Yeah,
1990s.
obviously.
hmm So they have been definitely around in different works of fiction and media. Um, Turning Red is probably the biggest example physically,
I
just
loved
because
that movie.
she's like literally a giant red panda.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a good movie. And then there's also obviously Kung Fu Panda. And I want to pour one out for Pabu from The Legend of Korra. He's a very good boy.
All
Uh,
right. He is a red
yeah,
panda, isn't he?
yeah, he is. It's great. I enjoy his work. So you can find Red Panda merch all over. They're pretty notoriously cute. So whatever.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
used in like advertising and such a
Yeah.
decent amount.
I think we should hire one for this show.
I think so too. Oh
Great.
my God, can you imagine a little red panda with like a headset on, like with its little paws up on the desk, sitting on a chair in front of like a keyboard?
I'm imagining a scene
Oof.
of like a Joe Rogan-esque podcast setup where they've got these like professional mics in the studio
Yeah.
and the camera like pans and there's like a
Yeah, and
red
it's just
panda
like
sitting
with
there.
his little tongue sticking out, just like,
Yeah.
bang. Somebody draw it right now.
Yeah, that sounds good actually. I don't want a red panda to go on the Joe Rogan show. Because
Oh no, I
I
don't
don't
think a
think he
panda
deserves
would
that.
go on the Joe Rogan show.
I agree. I think they're pretty liberal.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty much I think what I've got here. Do you have more things? Do you have some fun facts for me?
I do have some fun facts.
Yay.
Probably the best fun fact. I mean, you kind of said it with sleeping like a cat, but specifically, they sleep like they use their tail as like a blanket because they have this
Oh.
big fluffy tail. So they'll like lay on their tail or use their tail to like wrap around them because they're usually, in mountain habitats, which is just very cute and it looks very cute. Um, and then they apparently can kind of what they call a huff quack. So
Sorry, what'd you call me?
they can make the sound that's called a huff quack. So they say they quack like a duck, which is fun. And also they glow in the dark in a way. So basically just like the white on their face is like so white that like in the dark you can still see it. Like apparently cubs use it as like a sign of where their mother is.
Mm-hmm.
Um they can stand on their hind legs, which we said. They migrate vertically, which is kind of fun.
Sorry?
Um,
Just like up?
like they like move like lower in elevation instead of like to a different location. They just kind of go like down the mountain a little bit. I mean, it is a different location, but like not like traveling to Canada from Florida or whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And as my biggest one was going to be that they're actually carnivores, but you already said that.
Well, it's part of the diet.
No, I know. And I did see on their Wikipedia article that it said that because they're called the Firefox sometimes, and then it was like, oh, well, that's what the brand Firefox,
Oh, the
like
browser, yeah.
that's what it is. But I was looking at it; it looks like a freaking fox. It does not look like a red panda.
I have Firefox open right now, and I'm looking at this guy in the corner. That's
It
not a
looks
red
like
panda.
it looks like a fox, right? Like there's no
Yeah,
way that that's a red panda. So
yeah,
yeah, there's some cool little facts.
nice. Yeah, I would say go visit your local zoo. I bet you can get a good look at one. Make sure to go during one of the crepuscular hours.
Hmm. Also, if you ever go to a zoo or an aquarium, find out what color the zookeepers or aquarists wear, and then wear the same color, and the animals will usually a lot more likely to like interact with you because they
Oh,
think
that's
that they're
nice.
gonna get food. Just
I
fun fact.
was. You said aquarists. Is that
Aquarius.
aquarists? Is that the people who work in the aquarium?
Yes.
I think I would like for them to be called aquanauts.
That would be way more fun.
That would be a lot better. Speaking of which, it looks like there's a trailer for Aquaman 2, which is I don't think I'm gonna see it actually.
I didn't even know that Aquaman was like still a thing.
I have not seen Aquaman 1, so
I have
I
not either. I haven't
I
seen
got
like any of the DC stuff, if I'm being honest, except for Batman versus Superman, in which I think I almost
which
fell
is
asleep
yeah,
in the
like the
theater.
only one you've seen is the worst one.
Yeah, well, no,
And like
oh, okay, that's
they're
a lie.
not most of them.
I've seen the Wonder Woman movies.
Okay, that second one was pretty bad, huh?
I have not seen the second one.
Oh my God, you said
But
movies.
I know, I'm sorry.
All
The
right.
Wonder Woman movie.
Well, you can check out our DC Comics fan cast another time.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do want to do one thing, which is I have a new personality that I thought I might want to tell you about
Oh,
with a recommendation.
okay.
And that whole personality is just the live action One Piece show.
Oh, I need to watch that. I heard it was
I'm
really good.
Yeah, I'm on my third watch through of it. It is
Oh God.
actually one of the best shows I've seen in the last few years.
Yeah, I've heard
Like,
it's really good.
I don't know how did they do this? This is the one that worked after like 20 years of trying to adapt an anime into live action.
Well,
This is the one?
and I saw like interviews and stuff with like the guy who plays Luffy. Is it
Uh-huh.
Luffy or Luffy?
Yeah,
It's Luffy,
Luffy.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Who plays Luffy, and he like everybody's like he literally is
Oh yeah.
Luffy, but in real life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they did such good casting, and like no one's gonna like win any Emmys for their performances, but like
Right,
the
but yeah.
the actors are like have such good chemistry with each other. Like no matter what they're doing, like you feel like they're all a team. But yeah, it's just really good, and I love how unapologetic it is. Like my friend was pointing this out the other day, but like there's like a point in the first episode where like the general of the army like walks out, and he's just wearing like a dog head on his head,
Hell
like
yeah.
and
Like very like anime shit.
yeah, it's very anime shit, and like people have like giant curly blue mustaches or whatever, but it's like very serious, and like it is just so unapologetic about that. Like they never try to excuse it or explain anything.
Well, that's
Um,
awesome.
it
I love
is.
that.
I think that's why it works so well. Like in the fucking snail phones, the fact that every phone in that world is just a giant snail.
Does Luffy do the like? Because he's like stretchy arms, right?
Yeah, he does a lot of stretchy stuff. Yeah, it looks really good
And it looks
actually.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've never actually, I've seen like one episode of the show because it
yeah.
just like has intimidated me since there's 5 bajillion episodes.
Oh
But
yeah, I'm never gonna watch the the anime there, but yeah, definitely watch this so you can get on board. Literally, but I've really enjoyed it. If the anime could have been condensed into like maybe a watchable number of episodes, I would probably watch it. But
I'm sure there's
it is
walkthroughs you can find.
it's 1100 episodes right now, so
Well, yeah, I mean, you're still going to be watching like 500 episodes, but I'm sure you can find a thing online that like cuts out a bunch of the filler.
there actually is it's a project called One Pace.
Oh God.
But yeah, that's literally what they do is they cut all of the filler out of individual episodes, so like each episode's like 8 to 10 minutes long.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like,
And it
oh
would
yeah,
still take you 3 years to watch.
oh yeah, for sure. So anyway, I'm ecstatic about I'm hoping season 2 is good. They just renewed it today officially, so
Hell yeah.
um yeah, nice. So everyone check that out. That's my recommendation for the week. You have any recs?
Um, I don't think so specifically. I am bad about watching things that I like. I have been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh nice.
Like a
Yeah.
fuck ton. I haven't bought Starfield yet because I am trying to focus on only playing one
That
video
makes
game.
sense.
Uh,
They're both pretty massive. I will get to I've been playing Starfield, obviously. I'm gonna get to Baldur's Gate eventually. I'm hoping to do it this year though. I wanna be able to participate in the our game of the year discussions.
yeah.
But yeah, are you also very horny for Asterion?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, like our game
I love
luster.
that. I love that giant red flag of a man.
Yeah, like we actually made a new award for our award categories this year called I Can Fix Him.
Oh no, it's Asterion and Karlach.
Yeah,
Those are my loves.
so our game luster like work server is like literally just like four extremely horny women talking about Asterion like every day for it's been weeks now, and
I
it's
love it.
literally every day. Like I'm astounded. I've never seen this kind of thing in from anywhere. So congrats to Larian Studios and everybody there. You've unlocked sex.
Every girl's kink, I guess.
Yeah, like everyone, it's the same kink for every girl, which is I think the thing that's throwing me is that it seems to work for every girl. So
It's the English accent helps.
I just need to like transform myself into like this like absolutely drained of nutrition vampire.
See, I don't think it would work in real life though.
You don't think so?
No, like I think women in real life, the red flags, like I would never actually date someone like Syrian. But it's like you read like, I don't know, A Court of Thorns and Roses or whatever, and it's like the main character in that treats the character like shit, but every girl's like, oh my god,
I can fix him. Yeah. No, it's fun. It's fun to pretend sometimes. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, everyone read Akatar.
I actually never finished it, but
I obviously have not read that, but I have watched videos from people who have read it, and I've just kind of like enjoyed it. I think, is this Twilight now? Is Baldur's Gate 3 like the new Twilight?
Probably. Why not?
Yeah, I think it might be. That's just fine by me. All right, well let's pack it up. So thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna be back with an even bigger animal next week, something physically larger than the lesser panda.
No, don't call him that. He's the first panda.
Yeah, Panda Prime. That's what I call him.
Panda Prime.
Panda Prime. Yeah, so everyone make sure to find us on the we have the social medias. They're out there. You can find us on x.com.
Ugh.
Which by the way, there's no hint of the word Twitter anymore. Everything's gone now. So it is x.com. You can find us there. Just open your phone, open the app drawer and type in X, and the app will show up right there.
Yay.
Then also, did you see that thing? Never mind. I don't want to talk about Elon Musk.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay, so and then also we're on the Instagrams, and you can find us on whatever podcatcher you prefer. Recommend to your friends. Let them know. Yeah, we're gonna be always super on time. Look at these two idiots every single week pumping out an episode like clockwork.
Yeah, we definitely haven't missed.
Some. Yeah, but we were just charging up is the thing.
We're Super Saiyan now.
Okay, you said Super Saiyan. Okay, I thought you said we're Super Saiyan now.
Oh no, we're not. Definitely not that.
Not correct. Okay, so thanks for joining us. Did we have anything else you want to say, or?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, well let's just leave with our outro that I hate.
Buzz Alderaan, everybody.
Yeah, Buzz Alderaan. Tell your friends to do that also. God.
Woo.
It's not even close to a real word.
Shut up. It is to me.
Okay.
All right. Bye.